Hi, this is Yolanda Vanveen, and in this segment we're going to answer the question, what is a string bean? Now, a string bean is just a green bean, and it's called a string bean because it grows as a vine, and many times it's grown in the garden on a string. So they'll just put a stick up with string onto that stick, or pole, called pole beans as well, and then it'll vine up the string and then eventually produce these wonderful string beans or green beans. And so they're easy to grow as long as they're in a sunny spot. And a string bean is related to sweet peas and many other vining plant. And you can start it by seed in the spring, or you can plant it right outdoors after the last frost. But it's an easy plant to grow. Now, a string bean can be eaten raw, and the trick is just cut off the ends and you can eat it raw, or you can barely boil it and then eat it, or blanch it. And it stores really well when frozen too. So the way to freeze them is just boil them for just 1 or 2 minutes, turn around and put them right into the freezer, and then that way they'll hold and they'll stay crisp so that you can eat them all winter long. Now, they're called snap beans as well because when they snap open, they make a noise. So you know when they're ready to harvest because they're growing and they're very green, and you can see the seed pods barely developing. They're not too big yet. When they get really big, they start to break and they get kind of meaty, so they don't taste as good. So as soon as they get to that snapping stage, they're ready to harvest. Now, string beans are a cold climate vegetable. So if it gets over 80 degrees outside, they'll quit producing vegetables altogether. So make sure and grow them in the spring and just let them go until they quit producing, and then trim off all of the vegetables. And many times in the fall, they'll kick back and give you more. So string beans are a really neat plant to have in your vegetable garden.